Yo, it's Brian here. Today, gonna be talking about the San Francisco 49ers yet again. This time, doing another top 3 video covering the 3 questions that I have for the 49ers coming into 2018. This could be about the offense, the defense, any specific players. I'm gonna be mentioning it right here for the 2018 season that they should and need to address coming into the season. This could also apply to training camp as well. Kind of interchangeable, but I love the regular season more. Although training camp is very important, regular season is more important because that's where the wins and losses happens. So yeah, this is gonna be my top 3 series for the 3 questions. Before I get the video started, please like and subscribe if you're new to this channel. It helps out a lot as always. I've seen a lot of you guys subscribing to me, like about 10 this whole week. Thank you guys so much. It really helps out a lot. Hopefully I can get to 1,000 subscribers really soon before the football season starts. As always, let's get this video started. The top 3 questions for the 49ers coming into 2018. Coming in at number 3, this is a little bit weird, but I have the question, can the 49ers beat really good teams? I asked this question because of the fact that although they won 5 games in a row in 2017, the only notable team that they beat was the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I guess the Tennessee Titans as well, but I consider the Jaguars even more because they have a very top defense, and Jimmy Garoppolo shredded that defense when everyone, including myself, did not give them a chance to win that game, to be honest. But hey, they won the game. Fantastic. That's what got the Jimmy Garoppolo train going. I hope in 2018 they can beat the Minnesota Vikings in the first week because that's the most important game. I would say this is where all the first impression starts, and hopefully Garoppolo and the defense can show up and beat this Vikings team and keep going on because they have a very tough schedule in my opinion. Well, I don't say super tough, but it's tough enough where it can give them some trouble, like the Green Bay Packers, the Los Angeles Rams, the Oakland Raiders. That could be a tough one because of a in-state rivalry. Also, the Seattle Seahawks will give them a run for their money. There's a lot of tough opponents, I would say, for the 49ers. If they want to be known as the top teams in the NFL, they have to beat these good teams. And starting with the Minnesota Vikings week 1, they have to show up for this game. One of my top questions for the 49ers coming into 2018, and I think they can do a good job with this. You know, it's just predictions. I hope they can prove me right, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, just can they beat very good teams on a consistent basis? That's what I should be saying. Coming in at number 2, I have a question for the defense. Can they show up? Last year in 2017, they were kind of okay near the end of the season, but the persistent problems for the defense in general last year were not being able to pressure the quarterback, sacking the quarterback, and getting takeaways for the offense. I think that was a very big problem for the past couple of years now, not just in 2017. And I believe in 2018, they have to show up. If they want to make a Super Bowl run, which a lot of people are talking about, even analysts around the NFL, they're talking about Super Bowl for the 49ers. The defense has to show up because defense wins championships, and I believe in that with my heart, that defense wins championships. They really got to increase their sack totals. They really got to get some takeaways, and I think this roster, what they have right now, I think they could do a better job at that. With the players growing even more, with the full offseason like Solomon Thomas and DeForest Buckner, I think those two are going to be super studs for the 49ers this season. I think they can pressure the quarterback even more, and with Richard Sherman, Adrian Colbert, Witherspoon, all those other defensive backs, I think they could do a fantastic job as well, getting takeaways and maybe pressuring the quarterback at times. They can really do that. They're really physical. I don't know about Richard Sherman. It's kind of really questionable because he hasn't played in a while with a torn Achilles. Hopefully week 1 he can show up and be good for the 49ers. Also, the linebacking core with Fred Warner and Reuben Foster, I think that squad looks really good. On paper, it looks like a really good defense, capable of being top 10, I would say. I know it's really bold for me to say, but I believe in that with this defense that they have. A lot of people outside San Francisco look at me like I'm smoking weed or something, and by the way, I'm not. But I think that the 49ers defense has to show up, and I think they will show up. If they can pressure the quarterback, if they can get some more interceptions to get some takeaways, then this defense is going to be awesome. It's pretty obvious, but at the same time, they really haven't been showing up for the past couple of years, and especially 2017 where the problems got magnified. So hopefully they will show up, and I think they will show up in terms of the defense in general being better, getting to the quarterback and getting turnovers. Before I get to the number 1 question that I have for the 49ers coming into 2018, I want to do a quick honorable mention. Going to be mentioning the offensive lineman. Can they protect Jimmy Garoppolo? Now, I asked this question just because of the fact that they need to really gel in because they have a lot of different personnel now. Joe Staley is still there. The offensive guards on both sides are still a question mark with Josh Garnett and Jonathan Cooper. We'll see if they can show up or not. Weston Richburg's from the New York Giants. He just signed as a free agent, and Mike McGlinchey is now the right tackle over Trent Brown, who just got traded to the New England Patriots a while back. A lot of questions there. Hopefully they can protect Jimmy Garoppolo. With the talent that they have, I think they can. I mean, I don't know how Mike McGlinchey is going to be doing because he's a rookie, but I think he'll gel in well with the veteranship of Joe Staley and Weston Richburg. I think they can give him a thing or two on how to be an offensive lineman in the NFL. So yeah, linemen, can they protect Jimmy Garoppolo? That's a big question, and hopefully they can. Coming in at number one at the top question for the 49ers coming into 2018 is, can Garoppolo repeat his success from 2017? This is a very tough question due to the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo has a very small sample size. He's only played 5 games as a 49er, and I think only 4 games as a New England Patriot in his whole career. So he's only had a couple of games, but he's won all his games, which is pretty impressive as a starter. I think Garoppolo can show up and be great because I think he's shown enough already in New England that he could do a good job. And I think he's shown enough in San Francisco last year that he can repeat the success that he had that season to this season. With the talent that they have, they did a lot of things for him in offseason. They got Jarrett McKinnon from the Vikings. They still kept Marquise Goodwin, Pierre Garçon. They're still there. They've also drafted Dante Pettis. There's a lot of targets for him, and the offensive linemen, as I mentioned in my honorable mention, that they gotten better in my opinion on papers. Everything looks lined up for Garoppolo. I don't see a reason why he can't repeat this success in 2017. In fact, I think it's going to be even better in 2018 with the full offseason because he was kind of rushed in as a starter against the Seattle Seahawks near the end of the game, and then after that, he led him to all 5 wins. That was pretty impressive considering the fact he did not have a lot of time to learn the playbook of Kyle Shanahan. And with the full offseason, Shanahan has a whole ways on unleashing Garoppolo in 2018, and I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun, but we'll see if he can repeat the success in 2017. Everyone, including myself, is not hoping that this is not a one-hit wonder and that's it. I hope he's not like that. I think he's going to show up and do a very good job for the 49ers and hopefully lead the team to the playoffs. I'm not sure yet. I think they're capable of it, but we'll see when it comes in 2018. That's pretty much it, you guys. Just wanted to do 3 quick questions that I have for the 49ers coming into 2018. What are your questions for the 49ers? Any concerns? Any cool things you want to say about the 49ers? Please let me know in the comments below. Love to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys like this, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this, and I'll see you guys another time. I hope you guys have a nice day, nice weekend, nice whatever. I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys. Love y'all as always.